Pasuk Gimel, Vasisim Isha Lashem. It's right after the spies. Vasisim Isha Lashem. You'll bring a burnt offering to Hashem, and over there it says that you have to bring the flour and oil. Yachal Kalayla Leishim Yetar Nesachim. Maybe everything that's put on the fire, Ishim means fire, needs Nesachim. Afilu Mincha, even a Mincha, you'd have to bring a Mincha for a Mincha. Like Talmud Laimar, Eily. Pasuk says, Eily. No. It has to be an Eily. Eily is an animal sacrifice, a burnt offering, elevation offering. Shlamim minayin. How do we know that a peace offering also? Talmud Laimar Zevach. The next word is Zevach. So we're going through the Psukim explaining. Toida minayin. How do we know that a Thanksgiving offering also needs Nesachim? Talmud Laimar Oy Zevach. Have a Oy. The extra Oy. Yachal Shani Marbaf Bechor Meiser Pesach Bechatas Vasham. Maybe I should include all of those which we said don't require the exceptions. Talmud Laimar Lefali Neder Ibn Adava. For a vow or for a donation. And Bab Neder and a Dava Tan Nesachim. Sheina Bab Neder and Dava Tan Nesachim. If it comes as a vow or a donation, fine. But those are all obligatory offerings. They don't require Nesachim. Mashma Lahaitzi Aselu. This explains why we're taking these out. But Oitzias Chayvei Sabois Machmas Regel. I'm also going to take out Machmas Regel Beregel. I'm also going to take out the ones that come on the holidays. Because one of them we actually mentioned. We mentioned the Korban Pesach, but there actually are other obligations that come on the holidays. There's the Eilas Riyah, Chagiga, these other sacrifices that the person it says that when you should come to the base temple, you should not see my face empty-handed. La Yiro Panay Rekam. You need to bring a sacrifice along. So there were obligations if you came to the temple. So maybe those don't need. Maybe the lahaitzi because they're obligations. Maybe they'll be excluded. What are we referring to when someone visits the temple or the peace offerings that come for the holidays? Because the Korban Pesach, for example, had to be eaten on after the person is satisfied. That means he had to have some meat beforehand. He had the chagiga beforehand, and the Pesach was the afikaima. Talmud Laimar Oy b'mayadechem, we have a Oy.
So they do require Nesach.
Yeah. I'm sorry, it's not the Oy here, it's b'mayadechem. It's the holidays. Kol haba b'mayadechem tan nesachim. Mashma lahavi yes Eilu. It's explaining that why we have to bring nesachim for the holiday sacrifices that come even though they're obligatory. Avi siri chatas haylabain chayva beregel. Every holiday, in part of the Musaf sacrifice, we say, however, there was always one goat that was brought together as a chatas. Now, we said b'mayadechem on the holidays. So this here would be a chatas that should require nesachim. Talmud Laimar b'chisasa ben bakar. See, it says b'chisasa ben bakar. It's sort of like a new paragraph. B'chisasa ben bakar. Over here it's a new aliyah, but it's see, how did we switch? Oyla ayal. It didn't say oyla ayal. It says b'chisasa ben bakar, like this new thing. Ben bakar b'chlal haya. Why does it have to reintroduce an animal? It said just say oy ben bakar. It was included. V'lama yatsa. Why did it leave? Lahakesh elav. It wants to make a comparison. Ma ben bakar miyuchad. Just like a ben bakar is special. That is ba ben eder and adava comes by a oath or by a donation. Afkal ba ben eder and adava. Also, the only things that will require nesachim are things that will come as a donation. Referring to shlamim type donations. Lasis riach nichayach laShem. Where are we holding in the pasuk? Still in pasuk Gimel. We did every word over here. You see, we're up to lasis riach nichayach laShem. To be a sweet smell for Hashem. Min abakar min atzayin. Ma Talmud Laimar. What is this telling us? Lefish nemar oila. Because we started off with saying a burnt offering. Shemei ani afilu oila. So if I could have thought that even if it's a bird, I would have to bring along the flour and oil. B'mashma, that would be understood. Talmud Laimar min abakar min atzayin. So here it says min abakar min atzayin. Only from cattle. You don't bring nesachim for a bird. Divrei Rabbi Yoshia. This is the words of Rabbi Yoshia. Rabbi Yonasan Aimer. Rabbi Yonasan says, "Ein tzarich." It's not necessary. Harayu Aimer zebach. It already says at the beginning. I see some isha lashem oila izevach izevach va'ifein izevach. That's not a zevach means an animal sacrifice.
We use that word already.
So what did we do with zevach?
For
For shlamim. Yeah, I guess he's going to say that it tells us both. Imkein matam adleimer min abakar min atzayin. So what is Rabbi Yonasan going to do with min abakar min atzayin? Lefi shenemar. If you're familiar with Rabbi Yonasan and Rabbi Yoshia, this is a classic. I mean, this is done like every time they're mentioned. It does this thing. You'll see. Lefi shenemar, because it says Adam ki yakrav mikem karban lashem min abehema min abakar min atzayin. Now it's taking us back to the first psukim in Vayikra, that if a person will bring a sacrifice to Hashem, you remember in Chabad we know this from the Likutei Torah, Adam ki yakrav. So, Yachal ha'imar harei alay Eily yavi mishnayim. I could have thought that if someone says I'm going to bring an Eila, I would have to bring both, min abakar and tzayin, because it says min abakar u'min atzayin and. So Talmud Laimar min abakar min atzayin. So it comes along in Parsha Shlach that tells us that it says Eila izevach, and it concludes min abakar min atzayin, that you only have to bring one of them. Ratza echad maybe, ratza shnayim maybe. You have a choice. Rabbi Yonasan has to come over here to tell me that it's one or the other or both. The Gemara asks Rabbi Yonasan, lama likra. Rabbi Yonasan needs a pasuk. Rabbi Yonasan doesn't say this. We had other verses that are very similar, and the other verses also have ands. What's it? No, without the oy would be different. It says and conjunct. What's it called?
Junction.
What is the and in the conjunction? That it has the Rabbi Yonasan holds. You never. All of these conjunctions don't tell me all of these ands. Don't tell me and. They don't tell me both. If I wanted to tell me both, it would have said yachtav. That's what Rabbi Yonasan says. And the examples for this is if a person curses his father and his mother, he says he doesn't have to curse both for the prohibition. It says father and mother, but it means or. That's Rabbi Yonasan's opinion. All of a sudden, Rabbi Yonasan over here says it means that he has to bring both a large animal and also a sheep. The Gemara says yitzchach. No, it's necessary. Because Salka Daita Chamina, it could have entered your mind to say, Hayuluksiv uminatzayin, commandiksiv yachtav dami, because it says and from the sheep. Back in Vayikra. It's as if it says yachtav. Yachtav means together, so therefore I need the pasuk over here to tell me not like that. You got to go through all of these details to see exactly if that fits with all the other gemaras that we have. This Taisva starts to do that. Well, Rabbi Yoshia, what does Rabbi Yoshia do? Rabbi Yoshia said that min abakar min atzayin tells me that it doesn't apply to a bird. The problem is Rabbi Yoshia's opinion everywhere else is that if it doesn't say yachtav, it's as if it said yachtav. So go back to Vayikra. Over there it says min abakar min atzayin. If someone accepts on himself to bring a Eila, he should have to bring both sacrifices. And I will come over here and it says min abakar oy min atzayin, but this he used already. This is teaching me not a bird. So Rabbi Yossi, we should leave this verse empty to tell me that you don't have to bring both. We have another source for this, because by the it then separates it gives me the whole story, the whole sacrifice of min abakar, and then in Vayikra it goes back and it repeats it again in min atzayin karbani, min aksavim min izim. and it repeats it. So because it separates it into two separate ones, Rabbi Yeshua would know that it's actually two separate sacrifices. You don't have to bring them both. You can accept on himself. V'idach. So what does Rabbi Yonasan do with that? Itzrich. Sal kadait chamina, he needs it. Because I could have thought that hani mili b'mefarish. That, yes, I understand that there are two separate sacrifices. Im menatzoin karbanai and ben bakar karbanai. I could understand that. But that's when he said clearly, I'm accepting on myself to bring a sheep as an Eily. That's what if you said that. Or a ben bakar. But let's say he didn't say anything. If he just says, I'm accepting on myself to bring an Eily, Avol Bistama, Leisi Mitavayu, would have to bring both. So Kamash Malan comes to teach us that we have this other sort, Bakar Etzain, that we have here, that tells me that you don't have to bring both. He only brings one. Okay. Tomorrow.